Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle, and today we are going to do a new moon goal check-in. It's been a while since we've done this. We're about 6 months into 2020, and we have had a lot going on in 2020, a lot of shedding, a lot of shifting going on, and I think it's about time for us to take back control of our life and get back on our goals and make these things happen, right? So let's get into it. Okay, so I know you guys had some goals that you set for yourself in 2020, or you can call them intentions. I like to call them intentions because when I set a goal, I can have a goal and hope I reach it, and maybe I even have a little bit of a skeleton of a plan, but maybe I reach it and maybe I won't. But if I set intentions, these are things that I'm actually intending on doing, not going to forget to do. And I actually will create a plan step by step on how I'm going to get there. And so that is the difference between a goal and intention setting. And so when you set intentions, you don't really give yourself a choice. You just know this is what I'm intending on doing, and this is what I'm going to get done. So let's start looking at our goals as intentions. So I like to use new moons as a time to check in with my intentions and see where I'm at. And what I'll do is I'll bring out the things that I've been working on all year, and I'll see where I'm at with each one. And so if you'll get your goals out or intentions, we can look at yours as well as you watch this video or afterwards. So what I'll do is I'll get my goals out and I'll see how much progress I've made in each area of my life. I'll look at my relationships, I'll look at my career, I'll look at my fitness, I'll look at my mental well-being, and I think that's all I've got right now going on for me. There's other things, but that's the umbrella, okay? Those are the umbrella big things that I look at. And I see how far I've come in those goals. And I'll see how far I haven't come in certain areas of my life. And I'll kind of look at it and rate it a 1 through 10, how well I think I'm doing. And so when I see those ones that are below 5, those are the ones that I know I need to kind of pick up on and give more attention to. And then there's some where I've checked in and I'm like a 8, a 9, and even a 10. And those are the ones I know I don't have to do a lot of work on. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm in alignment with those goals, obviously, because I wouldn't be so high on the scale. But there's some where I am out of alignment on, and they do score pretty low. And so I need to focus more on those. And that's what you can do with your intentions. You can go down in the list in your relationships, your body, your mind, your career, your home, your contributions, whatever your goals entail or intentions. And you can kind of rate yourself 1 through 10 where you're at. And then we can take the ones that you score high on and put them to the side. Because you're doing well, you're in alignment with those. All of your actions are aligned. Everything's going well, so we don't have to focus on those as much. But those ones where you score like a 5 or below, those are the ones we need to pay attention to and find out what's going on here. So there's a few things that may be going on here. Number one, you may have set an unrealistic expectation for yourself based on someone else's opinion of what they think your goal should be, or society's opinion of what a high goal is or a high standard is for your life. Or it can be that you were just overly ambitious and you need to bring it down a few notches to where it feels more comfortable and it feels like it's in line with your values a little bit more and it feels a little truer to who you are. For example, we could use fitness. Maybe you have a big fitness goal like I did to gain a lot of muscle and lift these weights, and when you do this, it causes a lot of stress on your body and a lot of strain. I found out, and I've been doing this for about 5 months off and on, because it's been a little crazy in everyone's lives, I'm sure, but especially in my life. I've had a lot a lot of shifts going on, so sometimes I haven't felt like working out, and life happens. But as you dig deeper, you kind of figure out what's going on. And what was going on with me is I was just super bored with the lifting weights thing. It's kind of like too masculine a little bit, although I love the results So I'm still going to do some of it, but I'm changing it up a little bit, and I'm putting in a little more flowy routines that I do like, that do bring me joy, and that I know I liked, and that I was doing last year, such as I'm going to incorporate running again, yoga again, and various, let's say, cardio stuff with weights, um, hit workouts, and just do minimal weights for now. I mean, I'm still going to use the weights, but the big heavy weights I'm just going to leave for legs and booty. So, because it's not lighting me up. And yeah, even though I really like the way these women's bodies look with these six pack abs and stuff, my little sensitive body is just not down with it. It's just not. And it likes a little more flowy stuff. And so I'm going back to the stuff that lights me up. It makes me feel good inside, and that feels not easy as far as, oh, this is an easy workout, but easy for me to get started. I feel motivated because I'm actually excited to do the workout. You should not be, uh, what is the word I'm looking for? Dreading your workout every single day. Now, it's okay to dread your workout a few days a week, a couple days a week. Sometimes you get like that, or you'll do that for a whole week. I've experienced that too, but you should not dread it every single time or think this is so boring and repetitive, and that's what I was feeling like. So I'm mixing it up and I'm creating my own thing, and we'll see if it works. But this can go for any part of your life, such as your relationships. So maybe you have figured out, okay, maybe you've had a relationship fall away in your life, like a boyfriend or girlfriend or a spouse. Maybe you guys have divorced, broken up, or maybe you've had some friendships fall out of your life. Y'all had an argument and you need to, solve it or whatever. But you can even set goals around your relationships, whatever they are. And a lot of times, the reason why we don't reach the place that we want to be in our relationships, or we don't find that perfect match in a spouse, or we don't find that perfect connection with a friend. I actually shouldn't use the words perfect because I doubt it's going to be perfect. But like a vibrational match, someone that matches, that you jive with, y'all's energy's good, things like that. Or why you're not jiving with a family member. A lot of times, if you look at those relationships, you can go down deeper and find out that there's some sort of resistance in between you and that person. And the resistance is usually in you and not them. It's you. There's some resistance within you as to why this relationship is scoring so low on your 1 to 10 scoreboard. And usually it can deal with anything, but only you can figure that out. So you're going to have to sit down and think about this person, the relationship, and think about what is it that is holding me back from making this a really good relationship. Or sometimes you'll have a chance to start a relationship with a really great person. Or sometimes you'll be offered an opportunity to hang out with somebody that you've always wanted to hang out with, and they seem really fun. But for some reason, something inside of you is not letting you have that happiness, and that is called resistance. And I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. It feels like anxiety. It feels like avoiding. It feels like pushing people away. Sometimes it can feel like you're not good enough, I guess you could say. Anything like that. It could be a resistance of making a decision whether to reach out to the person or whether to accept an invitation to a place, anything like that. So if you're feeling resistance, anxiety, fear, it's basically fear. When you boil all these things down, it goes all the way down to fear. And that is, you're making a decision based off fear. And if you can figure out what it is that's causing that fear, and switch it on its head and realize that that's not a true thing. Or if it is true, you just need to work on yourself a little bit. Because a lot of times the reason why we have resistance around certain things is because sometimes we don't feel like we're up to par, or we're not good enough, or we might be rejected, or they might think that we're not cool enough, or we're kind of weird, anything like that. But you can look at your relationships and kind of see where the resistance is. And you got to think, what is going to happen if I stay in this resistance? And what is going to happen is you're going to stay feeling the way you're feeling and stay stuck in your relationships. So you want to kind of let go of that resistance, and you want to move forward and step towards what you really want instead of trying to stay comfortable. There have been times where I've seen people go out to buy a home. Okay. One time I saw somebody have this dream life home that they went to. Okay. This person I knew, I will not name names, but they had the opportunity to buy this beautiful home. It had a beautiful view. They had an opportunity to buy the furniture inside of it. It was just amazing. Okay. And it was crazy because everything in this person's life was stacking up to that they were going to get this house. Everything was working out. Everything was being knocked out. And then all of a sudden, boom, this person started letting fear take over, and they started not feeling comfortable with the new life they were about to get. You know, they had lived in this certain house forever and this certain way and in this certain vicinity, and now they were gonna like change their whole life and move here. And even sometimes, even when these things that we know we want and we know they're gonna be awesome, we get scared and we have resistance to getting them. It's something in your subconscious, and we just will start to block ourselves from receiving this happiness and from receiving what the universe is trying to give us. The universe is like, here, I have this wonderful gift for you, and all you have to do is take it. And you, for some reason inside of you, are like, no, no, I'm not doing this. You're scared, you're backpedaling, whatever it is, and you decide to let fear dictate that situation. So this could go for any part of your life, your career, your house, your mind and your body, whatever it is, those limiting beliefs that come up around your intentions or your goals. You want to take those limiting beliefs and you want to let them go because they are limiting you. They're keeping you from experiencing that highest reality possible that you can experience. So you don't want to allow these negative thoughts or these limiting beliefs about yourself or about your situation dictate your decision making in life. And resistance feels like comfort too. It feels like this is the way it's always been. This is the way I am used to living my life. And you're afraid to let go and do something new. So we don't want to do that. We want to let go, and we want to step into love. Okay, I know I say this a lot, but when you act in fear, like I said, you contract, you go within, you get small, and when you make decisions in love and you act in love, you become open and expansive, and things are easier, flow into your life easier. And it's scary to step in love. It's kind of weird. Fear is present, but you decide to take courage over fear. And so whenever you're taking an act of courage, you're experiencing an act of love at the same time. And what it is it's self-love. It's love for yourself. It's love for yourself, that you know you deserve this life, and you know you deserve these relationships. You deserve whatever it is that these intentions say that you want, that you are worthy of it, and that you do deserve it, and that it's you loving yourself enough to give yourself what you need, and what you want. There's nothing wrong with wanting to create heaven on earth. There's nothing wrong with wanting to call joy into your life and to experience love and to experience happiness and true, genuine connection with people, and to have a career that you actually enjoy doing and you love making money doing it, and the money is just an added benefit because you genuinely like whatever contribution you're making to society with your career. These things can happen. It can be a reality. And so let's just step into love and stop falling into resistance. Let's figure out what those limiting beliefs are that are holding us back from experiencing this shift from this life to this higher reality. What are the limited beliefs and the resistance that is keeping you down here and keeping you from shifting up to this higher lifeline, this higher track where you're living the life you want to live, you have the relationships you want, you have the career you want, you live in the place you want, you're making the contributions that you want in life, You're happy, you're healthy, you're wealthy, you're in alignment, you're experiencing abundance, peace, love, all of those higher vibrations. We don't have to stay in those low vibrations of fear and doubt and worry and grief, okay? Let's take back control of our life and let's just get back on track. And we can do this by accepting responsibility for where we are now. We got to think about what are the choices that I made that got me to this moment here in these lower numbers with our scale from 1 to 10 in whatever area of life we're talking about. What are the choices that I keep making that keep causing me to score this low number under relationships or under my career or my body or my mind or whatever contributions that I'm not making? What is it that is, what are my choices that I'm making? Because, that's the secret. The whole secret to this is every single choice that you make. I always tell myself, all right, Michelle, what would your highest self, Michelle, choose? And I always choose exactly what she would choose. I know where I'm at now and I know where I want to be. And the only way that I'm going to be where I want to be is if I start making choices in every single moment of what this version of Michelle is going to make. If I continue to make the same choices that this Michelle and this version of life is making, then I will continue to experience the same reality that I've been experiencing forever. And I want to make the shift up. And so I'm going to always be choosing exactly what this Michelle, this higher self Michelle, is going to be choosing, because she's the one who has everything she wants to life. She is experiencing heaven on earth. She is happy, healthy, wealthy, abundant, vibrant, lit up, and you can be that too. So that's all I have for you guys today. I almost feel like I did a little ramble or whatever, but the new moon is coming up on Friday. If you want to get out a notebook and a piece of paper and your goals and rate yourself on all these areas of life, relationships, career, home, your body and mind, anything that you want to work on, rate yourself on it, see how you score on it, and then start taking actions that align with that highest reality possible, with that highest self, whatever your name is. Put your name here. This is Michelle, her higher self. Make the choices that she would make, or if you're a guy, make the choices that he would make. And then pay attention to the choices that got you to where you are now if you want to move to this level. And you can't make these same choices anymore. You got to make different choices, the choices that this guy up here would make, okay? So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time I make a video. Bye-bye.